Hello, collective. It's that time again. It's time for another episode of Two Tones Terrifying Tarot Tales. And I got somebody else we're going to do a reading for. His name is Jerome Powell. Who is Jerome Powell? Jerome Hayden Powell is the 16th, also known as J, is the 16th chair of the Federal Reserve, serving in that office since February 2018. He was nominated to the Board of Governors in 2012 by President Barack Obama and subsequently nominated as chair by President Donald Trump, confirmed in each case by the United States Senate. Powell earned a degree in politics from Princeton University in 1975 and a Juris Doctor from Georgetown University Law Center in 1979. He moved to investment banking in 1984 and worked for several financial institutions, including as a partner of the Carlyle Group. In 1992, Powell briefly served as Undersecretary of the Treasury for Domestic Finance under President George H.W. Bush. He was a visiting scholar at the Bipartisan Policy Center from 2010 to 2012. Powell built his reputation in Washington during the Obama administration as a consensus builder and problem solver. Powell received bipartisan praise for the actions taken by the Fed in early 2020 to combat the financial effects of the COVID-19 pandemic. As the Fed continued to apply high levels of monetary stimulus to further raise asset prices and support growth, some observers perceived a disconnect between asset prices and the economy. Powell has responded by arguing that supporting the Fed's dual mandate of stable prices and full employment outweighed concern over high asset prices and inequality. Powell's definition of full employment may mean a tighter labor market than his predecessors. Time said the scale and manner of Powell's actions had changed the Fed forever, and shared concerns that he had conditioned Wall Street to unsustainable levels of monetary stimulus to artificially support high asset prices. Bloomberg News called Powell Wall Street's head of state, as a reflection of how dominant Powell's actions were on asset prices and how profitable his actions were for Wall Street. Here's something interesting. Criticism by progressive Democrats. In August 2021, progressive Democrats, including Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, called on President Joe Biden to replace Powell, criticizing him for failing to mitigate the risk climate change poses to our financial system. Criticism by Donald Trump. In early 2018, Trump complained about the Fed raising interest rates, and in 2018 said in an interview with the Wall Street Journal that he may be regretted nominating Powell, complaining that the Fed chairman almost looks like he's happy raising interest rate. In 2019, Trump said, referring to Powell, he's a guy, nobody ever heard of him before, and now I made him, and he wants to show how tough he is. He's not doing a good job. Trump called the interest rate increase and quantitative tightening insane. Guys, you just heard what I read. He is not an unknown guy. He's not a nobody who had never heard of. No, this guy's been around. See, this is what I mean. Like Trump is don't listen to Trump, and don't listen to Sidney Powell. In July 2019, Powell said he would not stand down if Trump attempted to remove him, noting it was Congress that has oversight of the Fed. In August 2019, Trump called Powell an enemy, equivalent to or worse than China's leader Xi Jinping, and that he had a horrendous lack of vision, and I disagree with him entirely. See how complicated politics can be? So this guy, Jerome Powell, right here, he's been around since George H.W. Bush. And so he's got probably some pros and cons. But I tell you, he's in the news. So CNBC says, Fed Chair Powell calls inflation frustrating and sees it running into next year. Okay, that was from CNBC. Reuters. Fed's Powell faces heated questions on trading regulation. New York Times, Elizabeth Warren calls Jerome Powell a dangerous man. That's somebody I would listen to. Elizabeth Warren, definitely. Mr. Powell's term as head of the central bank ends in early 2022, and the Biden administration is considering whether to reappoint him. AP News, Powell sees inflation cooling, evading difficult situation. Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell said Thursday that current high levels of inflation are likely to probably continue. Why Powell could be out at the Fed and what it means for markets. When Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell testified before the Senate Banking Committee on Tuesday, he defended his position probably. CNBC. Watch Powell and Yellen testify live on COVID response before House Committee. Please refresh the whatever. Washington Post. Warren says she'll oppose Jerome Powell for Fed chair. Elizabeth Warren said she would oppose Chair Jerome Powell's nomination to a second term, calling him a dangerous man. Reuters, Wall Street eyes 4 more years for Powell at Fed. Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell remains favored for renomination by the White House. Market Watch. Online traders see 76% likelihood that Federal Reserve Chairman Powell will stay. Online traders are placing a better than not likelihood on Fed Reserve Chairman Powell serving a second 4-year term. New York Magazine, the big problem with the left's case against Jerome Powell. I'm alluding to the rolling intra-Democratic debate over whether the president should give Jerome Powell a second term. So let's do a reading for this guy. He's in the news. He's an important figure. People don't even know who he is or what he does. I just read it. You guys can look more into this guy. Here's the 3-card spreads. So once again, I'm doing something new. I'm just going to pull out cards. And the last few readings, one of them, I ended up with like 5 cards. I'm trying to do just 3 cards. But I'm not going to actually choose one of these spreads. I'm just going to pull out 3 cards and see what they say. Then you guys are going to have to sort of piece it together and figure out which one of these spreads was chosen. So that's kind of like an interacting thing. So hold on. Beauty of Horror deck, come to my hand. Okay, guys, I've already shuffled it. I'm going to shuffle one more time. We'll do a quick cut. Okay. Into 4s. 4 directions, 4 winds, 4 elements, 4 seasons. Not the 4 seasons that Giuliani went to. So, okay, universe, we need a card for Fed Chairman Jerome Powell. Whoa, that came out like right away. The Hierophant is the first card that came out for Jerome Powell. You know, he is kind of like the Pope. He's the Pope of America, American finance, money, currency, economy. You know, he's like the head, the main Pope of the main bank that calls itself federal. That's not even federal, but it's the main financing institution tool. He's the Pope of that. The Hierophant's like the Pope. Okay, universe, we need another card for Fed Chairman Jerome Powell. Wow. Let's see what that is. The Magician. Yeah, I bet you he's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve, right? It seems like both of these cards are Jerome Powell. Not really sure what this reading could be. This is getting interesting, right? Okay, universe, we need one more card. One more card for Fed Chairman Jerome Powell. Whoa, that came out pretty good. The 10 of Cups. These are all really good cards. So we're going to put this over here. And we're going to read from the book real quick. For the Hierophant, let's see. A traditional factor is active in your life, whether it is a religion, a philosophy, a social organization, or another authoritative group. You feel a great deal of loyalty to this tradition or group and find it supportive. You choose to live in accordance with the beliefs you share with the group or organization. You may aspire to become a leader, or you may have a close relationship with the leader. This group or tradition serves you in many ways, inspirationally as a teacher, as emotional support. This group or tradition serves you in many ways, inspirationally as a teacher, as emotional support. There may also be a judgmental quality involved. You are expected to follow a certain set of beliefs, and if you fail, you are called to account. That's pretty, I don't know, that's pretty accurate, right? Pretty interesting. Elizabeth Warren is pissed off, and she's putting the hot seat on him. So let's look at the magician. This is a situation of new beginnings and new choices. It indicates someone who is willing and able to manipulate the situation to achieve the desired ends. It suggests leadership potential, ambition, desire for action, and new relationships coming into being. The tools for whatever action you desire are already at hand, as is the knowledge for using them correctly. It is a time to evaluate the tools you have at your disposal and relate them properly to your aims. This card is an indication of everything that most people wish for: love and harmony, happy family life, true love, and compatible companionship. It's a time of completion, of reaping the rewards of what you have sown. It does not necessarily mean wealth, but it symbolizes an abundant life in the true sense. These all seem like good cards, right? So we're going to have to clarify this with Two Tones Infernal deck. Infernal deck, come to my hand. All right, guys, let's do a shuffle real quick. We're going to do a cut. Cut it in fours. Okay, universe, we need clarification for the Hierophant for Fed Chairman Jerome Powell. Drowning. So, I think that the chairman here is drowning. He's drowning in support, I think. I think there's some people, a good chunk, who support him, and he's drowning in that support. So let's see. Okay, universe, we need clarification for the magician for Fed Chairman Jerome Powell. Uh-oh, guys. I knew it. I knew something was going to happen. So it looks like, well, the Fed chairman has chlamydia. It struck again. Chlamydia is rampant out there, guys. You got to be careful. So unfortunately, his magic powers helped him to get chlamydia. Jerome Powell's got chlamydia. It's a shame, man. I don't know what you're gonna do. You could try to use your magic powers to get. You could go to the doctor and get some pills, probably, bro. Yeah, I'm sure you got good medical insurance. You're the Hierophant of the Fed. You're the Pope of the Fed. You got plenty of money. Go get some pills. Get rid of your chlamydia, man. Some bad magic there. You don't want an infinite chlamydia. Get rid of that. I mean, who knows? I wonder if you had some, it was in this cup here. This is maybe how you got chlamydia, but I don't know, man. I don't know. This could be how you got it. We need a clarification for the Ten of Cups for Jerome Powell. Whoa. Threat. Yeah, man, his partying with these cups of chlamydia here was a big threat, man. So he's got some problems, man. He needs to deal with that chlamydia. He's drowning in chlamydia, I think. And it's a big threat to him and the nation. Our federal chairman should not be plagued with STDs. So let's find out what demons are hanging around Jerome Powell. Occult tarot deck, come to my hand. Okay, guys, I've already shuffled these a bunch of times off camera. We'll shuffle one more time on camera. We'll do a 4 stack cut. Can anybody recognize that music? I don't know if it's long enough, but it's one of the theme songs for the Terrifying Tarot Tale series. Okay, universe, we need to know which demon or demons are hanging around Jerome Powell, the Fed chairman. I feel like that was a fat finger, really, but we'll take it. We'll take it. So this would have hit the table first. Rom, sounds like rum. Rom is associated with the 3 of Swords. And Rom steals treasures from kings. Really? A demon that steals treasures from kings is hanging around the Federal Reserve chairman. Destroys cities and the dignities of men. Really? Tells of things past, present, and future. Causes love between friends and foes. I mean, look at this demon. It's like a fucking predator. It's like a scavenger eating a dead body here. Steals treasures from kings. So Rom is a demon hanging around Jerome Powell, and he's helping him steal treasures. That's not good, guys. That's bad. We don't need that kind of crap. Come on now. And the other demon hanging around is Grimmery. Really? Grimmery's hanging around Jerome Powell. It's associated with the Empress. Procures the love of a woman of any age. You know, I wonder if this guy was hanging out with Epstein. That's a good question, right? I wonder if this guy's in the black book that Giselle Maxwell has. I wonder if this guy knows Matt Gaetz and was hanging out with him because Matt Gaetz got the Grimmery demon. Tells where treasures are hidden. Tells of the past, present, and future. Both of these demons deal with treasures, and this demon deals with procuring the love of a woman of any age. Wow. I wonder what Jerome Powell's up to. I think we need to keep an eye on that guy. So I think this is going to conclude this terrifying tarot tale for America's federal chairman, Jerome Powell. Watch out for this guy. He's stealing treasures from the kings, and he's destroying cities and the dignities of men. And then he's looking for women of any age. Watch out for this guy. He might be Matt Gaetz' friend. All right, guys. So until next time, I'll see you later.